Welcome everyone, it's Mike here, and today we are delving into the truly unimaginable. We're talking about ways to go that are so out there, so chilling, you'd think they were ripped from a horror script. But these are 100% real. Prepare yourself, this is going to be intense. This is pure, unadulterated, how did that even happen territory. Seriously, brace yourselves for this one. It's a dark journey into the unexpected, and you are front row center seat. Let's go. Welcome to our countdown of the most chilling ways people have met their end. Viewer discretion is advised. We've scoured the globe for stories that defy all logic, that make you just scream, "No way, dude!" From everyday objects turning absolutely lethal to situations escalating completely beyond any form of belief. These aren't just simple tales. They're shocking, stark reminders of how incredibly fragile life can be. You think you've heard it all? Trust me, you haven't. Not even close, my friends. This is next-level stuff for real. Prepare for your mind to be blown. So buckle up your seatbelts, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and prepare to be utterly and completely stunned by what we've got. We're not just listing off some dry facts here. We're exploring the sheer, unadulterated randomness and sometimes absolutely terrifying creativity of fate itself. These stories are wild, they're undeniably tragic, and they are so bizarre it's hard to comprehend. This is the kind of stuff that makes you appreciate every single, normal, uneventful day you get. Let's get into the madness, because you are not ready for this. Let's go. You won't believe what's coming up on this list of pure insanity. All right, kicking things off, we've got one that sounds like a cartoon gag, but I swear, it's deadly serious, man. Imagine this. You're on vacation, living the dream in paradise. Sun's out, sand between your toes, you're sipping something cool, not a single care in the world, just pure bliss. You're probably thinking, what could possibly go wrong here? This is heaven. You're chilling under a majestic palm tree, maxing and relaxing, feeling the tropical vibe, soaking it all in. Then out of absolutely nowhere, with no warning sound, wham! A coconut, bro. A solid, heavy, nature-made cannonball decides your head is the perfect, unsuspecting landing spot. You go from ultimate chillin' to, well, not chillin' anymore. No warning, no sound, just gravity doing its most brutal, unexpected work. Talk about a vacation ruined, man, in the most unbelievable way. People joke about this like it's some kind of urban legend or a punchline, but these things are like little organic bombs just waiting to drop from the sky. They can weigh up to 3, even 4 pounds, and they're falling from like 80 feet up in the air. Just do the math on that impact force. It's absolutely insane. This poor dude was just trying to catch some rays, live his best life on a beautiful beach, and a piece of fruit, takes him out completely. It's a stark, crazy reminder that even in the most serene, peaceful settings, danger can be lurking right above your head, literally, when you least expect it. You're looking out for sharks in the water, maybe jellyfish, and bam, it's the tree that gets you. Nature is wild, y'all, absolutely wild, unpredictable, and sometimes downright devious. Unbelievable. Next up on this list of insanity, we've got a classic case of things you should never, ever do. But it still happens, and when it does, it's absolutely tragic and horrifying. Picture this scene. Someone's enjoying a nice, relaxing bath. Maybe there are candles lit, luxurious bubbles piled high, perhaps some chill tunes playing softly in the background. The whole spa experience right in their own home. You're unwinding after a long, stressful day, feeling all zen and peaceful, letting the warm water soak your cares away. Then the hairdryer, an everyday grooming tool, comes into play near the water. Maybe it slipped from a shelf. Maybe it was a moment of terrible, unthinking carelessness. But water and electricity, man, they do not mix. We all know this. It's like rule number 1 of not getting zapped into next week. But in that single moment of a freak mishap, the worst happened. The entire scene goes from tranquil and serene to absolutely terrifying in a literal split second. That device, the one designed to make you look good, to style your hair, instantly becomes an instrument of absolute lethal disaster. It's a shocking reminder, literally, of how quickly a common, ordinary household item can turn deadly if you're not paying 1000% attention to what you're doing. This poor woman, just trying to have a peaceful evening to relax and de-stress, ends up in a situation that's a true, unadulterated nightmare. You absolutely got to respect the power, people, whether it's the power of nature or the raw juice flowing through the walls of your house. Seriously, keep those appliances far, far away from the tub. It's no joke, man. Are you serious right now? This next one is just, wow, it's peak ridiculousness, but with a super tragic ending. We've all been there, right? You're hit with that sudden hunger. You desperately need that sugary fix or that salty crunch to get you through the day, and you head to the trusty old vending machine. You put your hard-earned money in, you make your selection with hopeful anticipation, and then nothing. The coil doesn't turn. Your chips or candy bar are stuck, just hanging there, taunting you from behind the glass. The frustration is real, man. It's palpable. So what do? Some people sigh and walk away, defeated. Others, they try to rock the machine. They give it a little shake, a little nudge, maybe a Fonzie-style hip check, trying to free that trapped goodness. This dude, though, he took it to a whole other disastrous level. He was probably thinking, I'm getting that snack one way or another. This machine isn't gonna beat me. But these vending machines, they're heavier than they look, man. Way heavier. They're like solid blocks of metal and glass, and they are most definitely not designed to be tilted, shaken violently, or climbed on like a jungle gym. So he's wrestling with this metal beast, probably putting his whole body into it, and then the unthinkable, the absolute worst-case scenario happens. It tips, it goes over, and he's trapped underneath it, crushed by a vending machine. All for a free snack that probably cost, what, $1.50, maybe $2? It's a tragic and frankly utterly ridiculous way to go out. A hard lesson in when to just let the machine win, bro. Walk away, it's not worth. Chapter 4, Salad of Death, the Deceptive Greenery. Okay, this next one is a sneaky, silent killer, man. Nature's got all sorts of tricks up its leafy sleeve, and some of them are deadly. Imagine you're into foraging for wild edibles, or maybe you're just trying to spice up your home cooking with some fresh herbs you think you found in your garden or a nearby park. You see a plant, it looks kind of familiar, maybe like something you've eaten before, something you believe is perfectly edible. This will be great in the salad tonight, you think, feeling all organic, resourceful, and self-sufficient. Little do you know, you've just picked a green imposter, a botanical wolf in sheep's clothing, a plant that's packing a seriously toxic, life-ending punch. This poor woman, she just wanted to add some fresh, natural flavor to her meal. She prepares her food totally oblivious, completely unaware that she's dicing up her own doom, mixing poison into her dinner. The symptoms start later, maybe nausea, dizziness, or worse, and by then, for some of these toxins, it can be far too late for any medical intervention to work. It's a truly terrifying thought. Something that looks so harmless, so natural, so invitingly green can be incredibly, devastatingly deadly. It makes you think twice, or maybe 10 times, about just grabbing random greens from the wild, right? You practically got to be a certified botanist or have a plant encyclopedia tattooed on your arm to navigate that world safely. This isn't like, oops, I ate a sour berry and got a tummy ache. This is, oops, I ate the plant of no return. Always, always be 1000% sure of what you're putting in your mouth, especially if you picked it yourself from the great outdoors. What an absolute nightmare scenario. Chapter 5. Call interrupted. Zeus hangs up permanently. Whoa, hold up. This next one is straight out of a horror movie, combined with a really, really bad PSA about using your phone at the wrong time. You're caught in a massive thunderstorm, right? The rain is lashing down in sheets. Thunder is booming so loud it shakes your bones. Lightning is cracking and splitting across the sky. It's an intense, dramatic, and frankly dangerous situation. Most sensible people are trying to get inside, find sturdy shelter, stay far away from tall trees, metal objects, and open water. But this guy, he's on his cell phone. Maybe it was a super important call, maybe he was just trying to kill time, but whatever the reason, he's out there yapping away, while Mother Nature is putting on a seriously powerful and deadly electrical show all around him. You can probably see where this is going, can't you? It's not looking good. Then, kaboom! A bolt of lightning, packing millions upon millions of volts of raw, untamed electricity, decides he's the most interesting, most conductive thing around in that moment. 1 minute he's in mid-conversation, the next, absolute silence, followed by tragedy. It's a brutal, instantaneous, and electrifying reminder that when the sky is angry and firing off nature's lasers, you hang up that phone and you run for cover, man. Don't become a human lightning rod. It's just not a good look or a survivable one. People always say the odds of getting struck by lightning are incredibly low, but low isn't zero, especially if you're practically daring the sky to hit you by standing out in the open, holding a piece of metal to your head. That call, whatever it was about, definitely wasn't worth the ultimate price. Absolutely shocking, in every single sense of the word. Stay safe out there, people. Chapter 6. Unbelievable attack, the hive's revenge. No way, dude. This one right here, this gives me the absolute creeps, instant goosebumps. Bees, right? Usually they're just buzzing around doing their pollen collecting thing. Maybe you get a little nervous if one flies a bit too close for comfort, but generally they leave you alone if you leave them alone. But a swarm, an angry, agitated swarm, that's a whole different level of primal terror, man. Something out of a nature horror film. This poor woman, she somehow, someway disturbed a hive. Maybe she accidentally bumped into it while gardening. Maybe she got too close to a hidden nest without realizing it, but whatever the trigger was, she unleashed the full, unbridled fury of thousands of tiny, winged warriors, and they were not happy. Not happy at all, man. They were out for vengeance. Imagine that for a second. One moment, you're minding your own business, enjoying the outdoors. The next, you're completely engulfed, surrounded by a cloud of stinging, buzzing fury. It's like a nightmare brought to life, an absolute terrifying onslaught. Each individual sting is painful enough, but hundreds or even thousands of them all at once. It's overwhelming, it's agonizing, the pain must be unimaginable, and ultimately it can be fatal, especially if you're allergic or if the sheer number of stings sends your body into shock, or if you just can't escape the relentless attack. This isn't just a few stings you can brush off. This is an all-out coordinated assault by an army. It's a terrifying, visceral reminder that even small creatures, when provoked and in large numbers, can be incredibly, unbelievably dangerous. You gotta respect their space, man, their territory. Seriously, leave the bees to their business, or you might get the ultimate tragic buzzkill. Horrifying stuff. All right, this next one is a bit of a throwback, a relic from a less safety-conscious era, but a seriously dangerous one that still makes you wince. Lawn darts! Remember those things from back in the day? Big, heavy plastic darts with sharp, weighted metal tips that you'd hurl across the yard, trying to land them perfectly inside a plastic ring on the grass. Sounds like harmless fun, right? A classic backyard BBQ activity, a few friendly games with family and friends, until someone's aim is way off, or worse, someone, often a kid, wanders into the path of a flying, metal-tipped javelin. These things were basically mini-spears, and for a shockingly long time, people just didn't fully grasp how incredibly hazardous they were, especially with children running around playing. This wasn't just a bump or a bruise waiting to happen, it was a serious injury, or worse. This poor guy, in the middle of a seemingly innocent backyard game, a casual get-together, ends up on the receiving end of one of these heavy, pointy projectiles, impaled by a lawn dart. It's absolutely brutal to even think about. It's the kind of freak accident that makes you shudder, because it happened during something that was supposed to be fun, light-hearted, and games. There's a very, very good reason these things got banned in many places, man. They were a recipe for disaster, turning a friendly neighborhood competition into a potential life-altering tragedy in an instant. It's a stark, grim lesson in how fun can turn horrifyingly fatal if the toys you're playing with are basically unregulated miniature weapons. Absolutely crazy to think these were common backyard toys for so long. Okay, this one is just bizarre and tragic on a whole new, unexpected level. You know those giant inflatable pool toys that are all the rage? The massive swans, the oversized unicorns, the bright pink flamingos, the pizza slices big enough for 3 people. They look super fun, incredibly inviting, perfect for lounging in the pool on a hot summer day, getting that perfect Instagram shot to make your friends jealous. You're floating, you're chilling, the sun is shining, it's all good vibes and relaxation. But what happens when one of these giant, air-filled, seemingly harmless beasts becomes a death trap? This poor woman found out in the most horrifying, unimaginable way. It wasn't a shark, it wasn't a cramp leading to drowning in the traditional sense. It was the toy itself, the symbol of summer fun. Somehow she got trapped underneath it. Perhaps it flipped in the wind or due to movement, or maybe it partially deflated and then wrapped around her, creating a seal and cutting off her air supply. It's a scenario you'd never even think of, never consider as a potential danger. These things are so big and cumbersome. If something goes wrong, if you get tangled or stuck, they can be incredibly difficult to manage or escape from. especially if you start to panic in the water. It's a chilling, awful reminder that even the most innocent-looking summer fun, the most benign objects, can have hidden deadly dangers. You're thinking pool party, relaxation, fun times, not suffocation by giant inflatable swan. It's a freak accident that highlights how something designed for leisure and play can turn deadly in an instant. Absolutely terrifying, man. Be careful with those giant... Boom! Fireworks, man. They're all about celebration, excitement, and spectacle, right? 4th of July, New Year's Eve, big sporting events, huge, beautiful explosions lighting up the night sky with dazzling colors and patterns. It's a show, a tradition, something that brings oohs and ahs from the crowd. But behind all that awe-inspiring beauty and thundering noise is a whole lot of raw, volatile, explosive power. And when that power isn't controlled properly, when something goes catastrophically wrong with the setup, the firing sequence, or the firework itself, things can get incredibly dangerous, even catastrophic in the blink of an eye. This wasn't just a little misfire, a dud that fizzled out on the ground. This was a major, devastating malfunction with deadly consequences for this unfortunate guy. Maybe a shell exploded prematurely in the launch tube. Maybe it was a faulty fuse. Or perhaps a large mortar shot off in completely the wrong direction towards spectators or operators, but the result was absolutely devastating and instantly tragic. One minute you're looking up in awe and wonder at the glittering sky, the next it's chaos, panic and tragedy. It's a stark, brutal reminder that these are not toys. They are actual, powerful explosives that demand extreme respect and caution. Professionals train for years and years to handle these things safely, adhering to strict protocols, and even then, heartbreaking accidents can still happen. For amateurs trying to put on their own show, the risk is exponentially higher. This dude paid the ultimate price for a celebration gone horribly, tragically wrong. It's a sobering thought next time you see a big display. Respect the boom, people. Seriously, leave it to the pros. Are you kidding me? Our final one on this list of insanity is a truly depressing testament to how utterly crazy and out of control people can get for a bargain, for a discount. Black Friday, the day when common sense and basic human decency often take a holiday and shoppers transform into a ravenous, stampeding horde, absolutely desperate for those limited-time doorbuster deals. You've all seen the insane videos online, people camping out for days in the cold, then the store doors open, and it's an absolute human tsunami. Elbows flying, people pushing, shoving, trampling, all for a discounted TV, the latest video game console, or some trendy gadget. It's consumerism gone completely wild, man, totally off the rails and into dangerous territory. But for this poor woman, it was more than just chaotic and stressful. It was tragically fatal. She was there, probably excited like everyone else to grab a deal, maybe get some holiday shopping done early, and she got caught in the terrifying surge of the crowd. Knocked down to the ground and then horrifically trampled by a relentless wave of shoppers who were so hyper-focused on getting inside the store and grabbing those sale items, they either didn't even see her, or worse, they saw her and didn't care enough to stop. It's a horrifying indictment of how out of control things can get when mob mentality takes over. To lose your life, not to a natural disaster or a freak accident in the traditional sense, but to a shopping frenzy for material goods. It's beyond ridiculous, it's profoundly tragic and shameful. A terrible reminder that no discount, no gadget, no sale item is worth a human life. Stay safe out there, especially when the deals get crazy, people. It's just stuff. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the most bizarre, unbelievable, and frankly terrifying ways people have checked out from this crazy game called life. It just goes to show you absolutely never know what life, or unfortunately death, has in store around the next corner. From the seemingly harmless, everyday objects to the outright insane, unpredictable situations, the world is a wild and sometimes dangerous place. We've seen that danger can lurk literally anywhere, from a peaceful, idyllic beach to your own bathtub, or even a crowded shopping mall during a massive sale. It's a sobering look, man, at the fragility of it all, and how quickly things can change. These stories, while undeniably shocking and tragic, are also powerful, potent reminders to live life to the absolute fullest, but also to always be aware, to be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings, be smart about the choices you make, and please don't take unnecessary, reckless risks. Sometimes it's the things you least expect, the mundane, the everyday, that can absolutely get you when your guard is down. We're not trying to scare you into never leaving your house, but to make you think, to be more mindful. Think about safety, think about the crazy randomness of the universe we're all just spinning around in. It's truly mind-blowing when you stop and consider it all, isn't it? This stuff is nuts. Remember, life is unpredictable. Stay safe out there and always be aware of your surroundings. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more crazy content. We'll catch you on the next one with more unbelievable stories that will make your jaw drop. Stay frosty, people. And for real, watch out for those falling coconuts, rogue appliances, and super aggressive vending machines. Peace out and take care of yourselves and each other.